And welcome, all you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen of all ages, to another episode of the Saunook Sports Show. Jam a little bit to the theme song. It's a rainy night. Smoky Mountain rain coming down.
That's
here in Waynesville, North Carolina. But we are live from the Matatorium as always. Let me introduce the crew. There's Diamond Dave, sitting straight across from me right here, right there.
Right here.
Let's acknowledge Diamond Dave, Branson.
Easy, which finger? Easy.
Acknowledge
easy.
Diamond Dave.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
I can do this. I mean, I can go acknowledge.
That's right.
Oh, dude.
Then we do it.
That's old school.
Acknowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I feel that. That's
You like
good.
that?
That's good.
Yes.
Hey, yo.
That's right.
This is where the big boys play.
Oh,
Right
I
here
like
at the
that.
Saunook Sports
There's
Show.
a lot of humanity in here.
There is.
There is. Some big boys. Yeah.
Humanity and girth and everything.
But Diamond
else.
Dave over here from the mean streets of Hazelwood, North Carolina. To the right of him, from the mean streets, the School of Hard Knocks.
Where our colors are black and blue, but I'm wearing orange today.
That's right. He just got done with his little golf game a little bit ago.
That's right.
This shirt's dope, dude.
He
I
made
appreciate
it.
that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
To the right of him is usually from Bad Street, USA, Terrible Timmy. But Terrible Timmy is under the weather. So Terrible Timmy won't be here tonight.
We got to get Terrible Timmy
Listen,
healthy.
Terrible Timmy is running out of PTO days.
Are we going to put him on 60-day?
I believe I believe
No,
so.
Just go 10 day.
Yeah,
10
we'll
days.
go 7 day IR.
All right.
He should be back next week.
All right.
We miss him.
We're not
Yes, we
going
do.
to run him back up through the minors, are we, before he gets here?
No, not hard.
No.
Everybody, a lot of places have guys that have the, that are the, press guy. Some of the guys are the hype guy. He's our stat guy.
That's right.
Timmy is our stat guy.
He is the dude.
He
at
is.
that, man.
He is some of the brains
And we are statless.
behind the
We are
operation,
established.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really is.
We could, if we were back in 1978, we would be the Statless brothers.
Hang in there, folks. It'll get better than that, I promise. Hang in there. Don't turn the channel.
Oh man, yeah. Don't turn it just yet. I promise we have a lot in store for you.
Oh goodness.
Oh, we have a big show tonight. A really big show. We're going to talk about the NBA Finals. Tonight we have the Knicks and the Spurs in Game 3 in New York. Big deal up there. I believe the president's going to be there, so the place is going to be
Lockdown.
locked down, and they told people to get there like 3 or 4 hours early,
Wow.
So the place is going to be chaos.
Yeah, I've heard
Outside.
the lowest price ticket was $1,600.
I heard the courtside tickets were going as much as $500,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think 16's up there where we sat when we watched.
You got that in your wallet, don't you, buddy?
What? Which one?
$500,000.
No, but when I leave here, I'm gonna have a full meal.
I believe 1,600 might be for overflow, like in the Thomas Wolfe Auditorium
Yeah,
at the Civic Center,
Or at
Golly.
Tennessee, where they've got those right under the new part that they built.
Oh,
where they
yeah,
have that
yeah, that's
bar
right.
and stuff. It's to stand at those tables and stuff.
I remember for Super Brawl 3, there was overflow in the Thomas Wolfe Auditorium that night.
Wow.
That's what they said anyway.
Wow.
I go back and I watch it now, and I see some empty seats, and I'm thinking maybe they lied a little bit.
Well, they could have twisted the truth a little there, maybe. I don't know.
But we're going to talk about Stanley Cup Finals. Game 4 tomorrow night in Vegas. We're going to talk about the College World Series. Omaha is set now after today. North Carolina has made it to Omaha, along with 5 other. There'll be 5 SEC teams, an ACC team, Big 12, and wherever Troy is from, whatever conference they're in.
They
Is that Sun Belt?
They
Mid-American, isn't it?
may be Sun Belt or maybe gosh,
I don't know. I'm not
they've
positive.
moved a couple conferences and stuff, but
Yeah.
They've steadily moved up into D1 and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
So
been legit. They've had pretty good teams.
got
and
a good
stuff.
team
They
this
got
year.
a really good team this year.
And we're going to talk about NASCAR
Vroom, vroom.
NASCAR is getting really good.
I'm glad you're back into it.
And I'm going to talk about why when we get to it. We're also going to discuss.
Did they race yesterday?
Yes. We're also going to discuss the NFL. Some things going on in the NFL. We're going to talk about the Braves. We're going to break down the Jaguars and the Panthers in our 16-week NFL team breakdown. And then we're going to talk about the greatest duos and duets of all time later on in the show. So stick around. It is going to be a good one, okay? First off, we're gonna thank our sponsors. Ben's Backdraft Barbecue. Dave, how do you feel about Ben's Backdraft Barbecue?
I do this every time Matt asks me to do this, but it is legit the best barbecue I've ever had, guys and girls. It is, the taste is just unreal. So if you've not given it a try, you really need to.
Yeah,
that's right.
Absolutely,
that's right. They're located on Jonathan Creek Road here in Waynesville, North Carolina. If you're in East Tennessee, if you're coming on vacation to the Great Smoky Mountains in Cherokee, swing over to Ben's Backdraft Barbecue. From Cherokee, you're about 30 minutes over the mountain, if that. And if you're in the Asheville area, if you're in upstate South Carolina, if you're in North Georgia, swing by Ben's Back. It's all in driving distance, so swing by, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Let's just say this. If you're coming up the gorge, as terrible as the gorge is, take the time to go ahead and come down Jonathan Creek and come to Ben's Backdraft.
And
take your time.
Get you a barbecue sandwich for the road.
You won't be disappointed.
Get you some hush puppies.
Yes. Get some baked beans.
Go on Saturday and get burnt ends.
Get you a little bowl of moon pie banana pudding for the road.
That stuff's good.
You know.
Yeah.
So check out Ben's Backdraft Barbecue. You won't be disappointed.
Yep.
Stevenson Pest Control. All our friends at Stevenson Pest Control. We got to get Mark on the show here soon.
Yep.
Free estimates, 30-plus years of experience, free pest inspections, 828-229-2085. Dave, I want to get him on here so we can ask him some really important questions about bugs. I really do. I want to learn some things. And I want to ask him about silverfish.
I'm down with that. I hate those little things. I need to know why. Yeah.
I think I saw one.
Man's not supposed to have hate in his heart.
I think I saw one the other day when I was out mowing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It looked silver. Looked a little bit like a fish. Could have been a silverfish.
Did it move its mouth like?
It was they're really little. But I was.
I don't know why those little things unnerve me so bad. They just always have.
The little silverfish.
I don't know why they drive me nuts. I don't know why. I really don't. There's a lot worse bugs out there, but silverfish just, ugh.
Wonder if he takes care of snakes, too.
Sure he does. Sure he can.
Can he take care of the human kind?
It does say pest control.
It does say pest control. Yeah, pest is absolutely.
Me and Willie walked up on a black snake today in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went full Pentecostal coming out of the woods.
Big one?
Yeah, it was big.
Shoo.
Anything over a foot's big, right?
Hey,
there's probably about 5 or 6 foot.
Hey, the only good snake's the one on my boots.
That's how I feel.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
If I could squeeze into a old pointed snakeskin boot now, I don't know. Branson, could you?
I don't know if I could or not.
It's tight.
I'd be busting out the seams on the side, I believe.
Had to get the pythons that'd stretch.
Yeah.
I never could do the boot thing. When I wear them, I'm like 6'10", and it just don't look right, man. It just doesn't look right on me. So
I used to wear them all the time in school.
He did. Branson wore snakeskins all the time back in the day.
I had python. I actually had 2 pair of python. I had one that was gray, and then I had another one that was more of the python colors. Because apparently they didn't make, they didn't have enough rattlesnakes to make rattlesnake skin boots, because that's what I really wanted. But
yeah.
I had the white and black, white and gray snakeskin boots. I was about the 3rd grade, I guess.
Right.
But I remember Branson to church. He'd wearing with the old faded jeans.
Yeah.
Cowboy up, boy. That's good.
I had on my David Allen Co. shirt. Allen Co. shirt, and I had a bandana around my neck. I was at school one day and was out there on Commons, and some old boy was trying to get, right all up in my grill.
Whoa.
That's right. I took that boot off, and I took upside his head like a Dusty Rhodes days.
No,
Is
you
that a
did
true?
not.
Is that
No,
a true
it's
story?
No,
not.
I just thought I'd
Okay,
make
I started to say that's some folklore I've never heard of. So
I watched an old. I'm just saying because I watched an old. I guess it was a promo back when the Horsemen got back together and they had jumped Dusty and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's kind of what Dusty
All right,
had on that
well.
day.
yeah.
I just didn't have the Mercedes Benz to go along with that story.
I figure maybe you've been watching Dutton Ranch because Friday night it got really good. You need to start watching it, Branson.
I do, and that's weird that it comes on Saturday, on
Friday
nights.
Friday nights. Hey, well, there's nothing going on right now on Friday nights. So
No, but I kind of thought they might say
Didn't-
that Sunday night.
didn't
time slot.
Dallas come on Friday nights? Or
They did.
Yep.
It did. It did. Right after the Dukes of Hazzard.
that's
Yeah.
right. 9 and
Now, I
10.
think
Yeah.
I want to say Miami Vice was also on Friday nights, wasn't it?
Yes, on NBC.
Yep.
Because it was the Incredible Hulk, and I think it was the Dukes of Hazzard, and then it was Dallas.
Dude, that's good memory.
You don't know why I know that?
How do you know that?
Well, little memory, but
Daisy
I
Duke?
had it jogged. I had my memory jogged because I seen it. You know how TikTok does those old timey like show, like what was coming on for the season premieres and stuff, and it was showed that one. Showed those three together back to back to back to back.
Nice.
I can remember Tuesday nights on ABC. It was 8 o'clock was Happy Days,
Mm-hmm.
8:30 Laverne and Shirley,
Mm-hmm.
9 o'clock Three's Company, and 9:30 was Taxi. I remember that.
That was a
That's
solid
cool.
lineup.
That was
Yeah.
a solid lineup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Don't know
Hmm.
what I had for breakfast this morning, but that popped in my mind. So,
What is yellow? Slow down.
oh goodness, man.
What is yellow? Taxi reference, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
we know.
If you know,
I know.
we know.
I know.
So
All right. So everybody had a good weekend.
It was good
All right.
for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
played a little
Yeah.
golf this weekend, and
Yeah.
I was happy with what I shot there Saturday. Of course, they were running a junior tournament and a wedding Saturday at Laurel Ridge.
Yeah. You told me they were out there walking it.
Yeah, and that was the crazy thing because I got the junior stuff and was out there, and we were coming up. We were actually going down, I think, 11 or 12, and they were coming up, and I knew they had to come up that big hill. And so we finished up because they were running a little behind, and I talked to one of the dads, and I was like, "Where your step counter today?" He was like, "Dude," I was like, "Where y'all from?" He said, "Charlotte." He was like, "They never did tell us how we had to walk this." And I was like, listen, it's rough going from 6 to 7 because you got to
Yeah.
go down that hill and then walk across the road and then get up. Because, I mean, you got to cross the road twice.
Yeah.
But once you get to that back 9 and you got to go down that ravine and then come back up that ravine and walk 15 and go down
Yeah.
again. And
Yeah.
he said, you know what, he looked at me, he goes, "You know what the bad part is?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "We got to do it at 8 o'clock in the morning again." I was like,
Yeah. I can't imagine walking up that hill to 15.
"Yeah."
Oh,
And
terrible.
I asked his kid, I said, "What'd you shoot?" He said, "I shot an 84. And I'm like, he was like 10. I'm like, here I am with an 82.
Wow.
I was like, what in the world? And I give him a knuckle bump, but I was wanting to aim a little higher and hit him for.
Cheap shot on the break. Yeah.
So this weekend I was cleaning out some things. We're going up to find something up at Mom's house. I don't know why it was up there. It wasn't down here with all my stuff, but I found my uncle. I have most of it. I have some clubs he's given me over time.
Yeah.
And but this is a old persimmon wood, man. This is a legit one. This is a driver, and
Wow.
it's a HB
Okay.
power built, not HBK.
Dude.
HB power built citation. And then I have my regular driver just to see the size difference and
Holy
where things
cow.
have come over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That would be considered a mini driver today.
that's a fairway wood, a small fairway wood
Yeah.
today.
Wow. Yeah. That's
So the question I propose now is if Jack and the boys, because that's what they played with,
Yeah.
you know, if they had the technology and the club size now, Ransom, what would these records look like?
Well, you know, that opening day of the Masters, Jack had a real driver and he about killed people.
I'm talking. I'm not talking about now. He's
No,
90. I'm
it
talking
would be. It's hard to say. I mean, I'm still not to the point of putting an asterisk up or anything like that, but it would be interesting to see if you, I guess, forwarded technology, or forward them to the technology now, to see how it would compare.
Yeah, it's just crazy how far it's come.
Yeah,
the drivers of old to the
big difference.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm gonna give props to Austin Chambers, because we got to talking about it. If you look on that head, there's screws, and that's where they come up with the phrase "hit it on the screws," because that's where you want to hit it. To get the.
There are screws.
Yeah.
Branson, go out there and play with that persimmon wood.
I thought that was a baseball term. Hit it on the
Well, it probably
screws.
carried over.
Did it carry over?
Yeah.
Okay. I did.
Because if you look, that's probably got 2 screws, but I think now you can probably see them, as they got older, I think those around 4.
Yeah.
To try to make it in between that square.
Pretty cool, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an old club right there, man.
Yeah.
That's a big time throwback. All right, we got to do Today in History, boys, okay? There's a lot of history that happened on June 8th.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. So in year 452,
Good night.
it's a long time ago,
Yeah.
Attila the Hun invaded Italy. Yep. In 1647, England Parliament bans Christmas and Easter services and celebrations, including in your home, and you got a fine for non-compliance.
Yeah.
It's another reason why we got in the boat and headed over here.
Right on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll be celebrating year 250 here in a few weeks. So yeah, ban things and see what happens. You know what I mean? In 1789, James Madison introduces and proposed a little thing called the Bill of Rights to the U.S. House.
Interesting.
Kind of a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
In 1824, the washing machine was patented by Noah Cushing.
Huh.
It's
Shout out to Noah. Yeah.
Come in handy a few times, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We do.
Now, what year did you say that was?
That was in 1824.
1824.
Now,
Yeah.
is that the washboard, or was that the washing machine?
It said washing machine. So there was something going on.
Minnie Pearl liked this washboard, though.
She did.
In 1933, the Philadelphia A's first baseman Jimmy Fox hits 3 consecutive home runs after homering in his last at bat the day before. So he had 4 consecutive home runs at the plate.
Impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's real impressive.
In 1942, Bing Crosby records Silent Night. In 1950, the Boston Red Sox rout the St. Louis Browns 29-4, setting 6 MLB records with the most runs scored and the most total bases with 60.
Good gracious.
Yeah.
And the Giants about did that in one game the other day.
They needed the run rule back then, didn't they, dude? Need a mercy rule.
Hey, think about it.
Yeah.
Good night.
In 1955, the Brooklyn Dodgers optioned a pitcher to make room for another pitcher. They optioned Tommy Lasorda for Sandy Koufax.
I'd say that turned out okay.
Turned out okay
Yeah,
for both
worked out
parties,
pretty good.
for all parties involved.
Good little transaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
Get this started again. In 1961, the Milwaukee Braves set a record with 4 straight home runs with Eddie Matthews, Hank Aaron, Joe Adcock, and Frank Thomas.
The big hurt.
Yeah, the big hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
four in a row.
Back to back to back.
It's pretty awesome.
Back.
In 1964, Little Old Lady from Pasadena by Jan and Dean was released. It's a good song.
Yeah.
In 1965, troops were ordered to fight in Vietnam. They were ordered to do the offensive. In 1966, the NFL and the AFL announced a merger from one league to 2 conferences starting in 1970.
Yep.
and we thank them for that.
Absolutely.
In 1968, Don Drysdale pitches a record 58th consecutive scoreless inning.
Phew.
It's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
To be broken by.
Nolan Ryan? Oh, no, you got me.
Who?
Same team. Didn't Oral Hershiser break that record? Didn't he go like 59?
Oh, did he?
Did he?
I don't know. Let me look at
You
that.
have to look
I'm
it
gonna,
up.
I'm going to have to.
Go look it
I'm going
up.
to try to be team.
In 1968, Robert Kennedy was laid to rest at Arlington Cemetery. In 1969, Mickey Mantle Day. He gave his farewell address in front of 60,000 fans. In 1977, Nolan Ryan notches his fourth career 19 strikeout game against the Blue Jays. Then he went on to pitch another 17 years.
And pitch count was what, about 75, right?
Yeah.
Give me a break. Gosh.
In 1978, the Atlanta Braves select Arizona State infielder Bob Horner, number 1 overall in the draft.
Rest in peace.
And he was one of 20 players in Major League history that never saw the
Played in the
minors.
minors.
That came
Yeah.
straight
Yeah,
to
that's
the
right.
majors.
That's right. In 1984, Ghostbusters premieres Branson.
Who you going
Ooh.
to call?
And
Ray
Parker
said Ray
Jr.
Charles.
Ray Parker.
Parker
Ray
Jr.
Barker Jr.
and Gremlins was released on the same day.
Really?
Yeah, Gremlins and Ghostbusters, 1984,
Wow.
June 8th. And then in 2002, Lennox Lewis knocks out Mike Tyson.
Golly.
Yep. Now for the birthdays. We have some important birthdays on June 8th. We have Jerry Stiller, known for King of Queens and Seinfeld.
Talented dude.
Nancy Sinatra, Joan Rivers, Kanye West, Barbara Bush,
Yeah.
and Derek Trucks.
All
And
right.
Tony Rice, Branson. Tony Rice birthday today. So those are your birthdays and this day in history.
What'd you find, B? Timmy's looking for a good intern when he's not here, man.
So-
we can.
It says Oral Hershiser's most successful season came in 1988 when he set a major league record by pitching 59 consecutive innings without allowing a run.
Good call.
Good call, B.
So
Stat man over here.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember much.
Timmy will
but,
be proud of you. Yeah.
All right.
Timmy will be proud.
All right, let's get started. NBA Finals. Dave, game 1 and 2 go to the Knicks. Game 2 was a barn burner. Came down to a last shot by Wemby. He misses it, and the Knicks take it 105-104. It's in New York tonight, game 3. It's going to be a crazy crowd. Madison Square Garden is going to be wild. What are your thoughts? How do you think it's going to play out?
Well, Matt, like you and I were talking before we went on air, if Wemby hits that last shot, we're having a whole different conversation today. I think everybody's, the popular pick is the Knicks are going to sweep and all this stuff. I don't see that happening. That game the other night, game 2, could have went either way. I do think the Knicks probably, I'm changing my pick a little bit. I had the Spurs in 7. I'll go Knicks in 6.
Okay.
I just think the momentum more is swinging that way.
Yeah. The 2-0 deficit's tough to come back from. It can be.
is.
It can be done.
Yeah.
Um,
Break here, break there. They're going to be hard to take out in New York, though. The Knicks are,
Yeah.
man.
Brunson has been playing so good.
Very well.
And guard play is so important at any level, especially in playoffs
Yeah.
or in tournament formats. Guard play is just important in every aspect of the game, and Brunson has been the premier guard, and so that's been the difference maker, really. Wemby, and they've been able to cover Wemby pretty good.
Yeah.
Wemby in game 1 struggled.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks. I don't know if they win tonight, though.
I think San Antonio might get them tonight.
This might be that one game where
Maybe.
they come in, they're too ramped up. San Antonio comes in, pulls the upset.
Maybe. I could see that.
But I still think the Knicks are going to win it. I had them picked in 7. I'm going to stick with that. It could go 7 games. You never know what can happen in these series. But right now, I think the Knicks are the better team.
More momentum
based
for
on
sure.
what we've seen, yeah. Brant, you been watching it?
I have been watching it, and I'm like you because I was. First of all, let me say this: you're right. It could have gone either way Friday night.
Could have.
And I really thought the Spurs were going to get it, but I will say it was very interesting to me to see. All of the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks fans that were in San Antonio.
Yeah, they came in there in the droves,
and it was mostly. I'm talking former players.
Yeah.
I thought that was incredible. And to see
they're hungry for a championship for sure.
Right. Yeah, but Patrick Ewing looked like that he had stepped into Steve Urkel's time machine and come out with a mix between Fred Sanford and Lamont with that hat on.
Boy, that's an interesting analogy.
It was
funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've always respected Patrick Ewing. I think Patrick Ewing is like really good. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Definitely.
But it's hard to believe him to never win one.
Yeah.
But when you're in the same conference with the Bulls,
hey, when you're playing Michael, and he didn't just have to play Michael, he had to go against Larry and Isaiah and Jordan his whole entire career.
Yeah.
So
Reggie Miller.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why we take it. I don't want to say take advantage, but we don't realize how good we had it.
Oh, I mean, he was going. I mean, just think of the East, and even at that time in the early '90s, you had Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson with the Hornets, and you had the Tim Hardaway Miami Heat teams.
Yep.
And then in the mid '90s, of course, you had the Shaq and Penny Magic teams, but you also had
Barkley and Marley
and the Suns. You had those. You had the Karl Malone and John Stockton Jazz. Of course, you had the Magic and Kareem Lakers. I mean,
yeah,
man, what a time to and of course Dominique and Spud Webb with the Hawks back in the day.
Yeah,
man, just players all around.
Yeah.
So the Knicks were really good. They just had to go against MJ.
Yeah,
and that was
career suicide.
Nothing you can do about that.
No, not a lot you can do.
No.
Not career suicide.
So, Stanley Cup playoffs. Did y'all watch the game Saturday night?
I was flipping back and forth because I was watching Major League Baseball. I won't lie, but I kept getting the notification.
You admitted I will too. I was flipping too.
I did. It was incredible to see Carolina be down 4-0 and then scored three goals.
3 goals in 39 seconds.
That has to be a record.
And then scored. It is a record. The other time it was 3 goals in 50-some seconds. It had been done years ago. And then, of course, they scored again to tie it up, to send it to overtime in the last minute and a half of the game. And then it got down to 4 minutes left in the first overtime. And, man, just trying to do a rebound, get the puck back out on the ice, bounced off the back skate of the goalkeeper. And just a heartbreaking loss, man.
It was a tough one, yeah.
And so you got when things like that happen, it can go one of two ways quick. You can either bounce back in a big way or it can just fall apart.
Yeah.
But they'll be in Vegas tomorrow night, and then they'll be back in Carolina on Thursday night.
I wonder what tickets are going for in Raleigh.
I don't know. Our buddy Ben went.
Yeah, Ben went.
He was there
Thursday night or Friday?
He was there Thursday night. He saw him win in overtime.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. I think it was his first. No, it wasn't his first.
No, it wasn't first,
but he was down there, partying it up and tailgating with a bunch of people and stuff. We've seen pictures and everything. Of course, he had pretty good seats too.
Yeah.
I guess what would be considered the end zone.
Yeah.
Looking down the court.
Yeah.
Ice rink.
Yeah, ice court.
Ice court. Yeah, they got an ice court. Yeah. But an exciting series, though. It's been a high score, and it doesn't take long. I'm not, I haven't been a hockey fan long. I've only been watching it here recently, but it doesn't take long to realize that there's not a whole lot of defense in this series. It's been mostly, it's just been a high scoring series. And I think also because Vegas is a better offense than Carolina faced in the playoffs coming out of the East. But every game, they've scored like 25 goals so far in first 3 games. So a lot of scoring going on in this series.
Right.
It's been exciting. 2 overtime games. This is a good series.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's move on. How about the Braves, Dave? A sweep this weekend.
Sweep this weekend of the Pirates. They're 45-21, playing really strong baseball. All sorts of rumors about who they may add at the trade deadline. Things are really good in Atlanta right now, man. They really are.
What do you think about those rumors for the trade? Because the ones I've been
the
seeing,
only thing I really want to see is I don't want to see them get a rental. If they can sign whoever they get to a multi-year deal after that or extend them, I'm down. But I don't want a 2-month rental I'd love to obviously love to see Scooble.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, he's still owed, is it $11 million?
Yeah.
From Detroit?
Probably more than that. I don't know. Maybe 11. I don't know.
But you're going to give up Richie and those
Caminiti probably.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if Caminiti had better stat numbers last year at this point than what he has right now at this point from what I was looking at. So I don't know. And he's still only in high A. He's only advanced, from regular to high A. So I'm not sure.
The name's got clout, though.
It does. It does. And he was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
So for the Braves, a couple of years ago. So it'll be interesting to see. But, they keep linking, and I'm assuming – the one I keep seeing is Scooble, obviously, but there's another name that they won't bring up in that message board I'm on. So I don't know who else they're looking at.
I'm sure there's a lot going on. It's a team that can win it if Alex can push the right buttons.
Well, and Scooble, he's due for to make a run and get a ring. So
yeah, and like I said, their schedule this summer. They're
rolling right now.
Is a nice schedule.
Yeah.
They got a lot of homestands. They got a big homestand coming here in a couple of weeks after this away trip. So
I will say this, and I'll close on it, Matt. But Elder and Strider both make me nervous. They really do. When it comes down to and I may have touched on this last week. When it comes down to the big series against Dodgers, Yankees, or whatever, when they start advancing, I don't have the trust level in either one of them right now that I should. So
I have more trust in Elder than I do Strider. But, Strider coming back from the injury that he had, I think there's a little bit of hesitation there in him because I think that injury kind of scared him. I mean, and I don't know that for a fact. I was just watching him pitch, pre-injury.
He relied so much on the fastball before he got hurt, and now he's changed up how he pitches and everything. And I still think he's going to be a successful major league pitcher. I do, but like I said, when you get in with the big boys, you better be stacked.
Well, and on top of that, he's lost a couple miles on that fastball too.
Yeah, he has. So,
but I love watching Chris L because it reminds me of walking into E-Building when I was in high school. He just looks like one of the E-Building guys.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
I guess his start the other day, I couldn't help but notice, man, that beard needed a little trimming.
Yeah,
that's a little rough. I don't know what was going on there, but whatever.
Elder can give up. He'll throw a bad pitch. He'll get in there and be like, and I feel like they try to push him an extra inning than what they need to.
Maybe.
And then he gives up that 1 or 2 run shot that gets a little bit closer than what it needs to be. But, other than that, they've been hitting the ball good. I mean, Riley's looks like he's slowly coming out of his slump, and he's starting to, make some strides. He's come up, and his batting average is pretty good, too.
Okay, let me ask you this. If they do not make a move for a starting pitcher, do you think they can win it?
I'll say yes. I think that they can come out of the NL.
Even with all the question marks, you still think they got enough?
I think that they can come out of the NL. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you, Dave?
I mean, I'm more iffy than Branson is.
Okay.
Man, it comes down to pitching. I mean, the bats are hot, absolutely, but it comes down to pitching and playoffs.
Here's the thing.
You're getting a 3-game series.
Here's the thing. Those bats have got to stay hot.
Well,
yeah.
They're going to have a lull at some point.
They are, and I agree that they will. I just hope that it's, the bats get, they get that lull that you say during this, this run in these games that are very winnable, and they're in 1-run games, and that's all they win by. I'm fine with that. It's just once you get to starting 1st of August, get to mid-August,
Yeah.
end of August, you better start heating back up
Yeah,
again.
because that's when teams are going to start turning it up a notch.
Yeah.
Don't count out the Phillies.
Oh,
I'm not saying win the division, but if they could peak at the right time, that team's stacked as far as talent.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway.
What about the American League? What's it looking like, Dave?
I've got some notes here actually about that. They do not have the American League does not have a team over 40 wins.
Right.
And I don't know how you want to go into that. I think there's probably a little bit more parity there maybe than you have in the National League. But
Yes.
I have my 4 teams that I feel like that could make a legitimate run out of the American League are the Rays, Yanks, Guardians, and Mariners.
Okay.
That's who I feel, and like I said, maybe they're just beating each other up in the divisions. You can't put a whole lot of, input as far as, nobody being at 40 wins, but that's the 4 teams I think has a legitimate shot, though.
Okay.
And looking at this, the way that, the Rays have 37 wins, Yankees got 38 wins, Guardians 37 wins. Braves at 45. The Braves could get to 50 wins before they get to 40 wins.
Yeah. There again, I just don't want what happened 3 years ago to happen again.
Don't want that either.
Yeah.
And I don't. I know I'm being very optimistic when I say this. I don't think they will. I actually think Walt Weiss has done an excellent job changing his pitching around and stuff. Now, has he like I said just a second ago, he's left Elder in longer than he should have, but it didn't kill the Braves, and the bats were hot, and they got those runs back and won.
I do think that this team is built different as far, if nothing else, as far as the depth. They've got quality pieces on the bench. If something were to happen, the injury bug was to hit, but there are people. Dubon is a machine, man.
Dude, and I think they're the talk was Jackson Prefer for how long? Being that guy that's going to play the infield and outfield.
Right.
And right now it's Dubon.
Man, you can stick him anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing a heck of a job at short when they need him to, because Kim, Kim's
lost his position.
Well,
it sure looks like to me.
Here's the thing. We've always laughed for years about that Mendoza line. I think they're going to have to change it to the Kim line, because he's hitting like 76 or 90 or something.
In his defense, man, he did not get a lot of reps, and I will stick up for him in that aspect. He's not had the the spring training and everything else with the injury and everything.
Right.
But I mean, DeBond showing out like he has not helped his cause a whole lot either, though.
No, but you know what it kind of DeBond reminds me of is when and his name just went blank on me, that wore the pearls a couple of years ago.
Jock Peterson.
Yeah, how he got hot with the Braves and stuff, and they stuck him anywhere, and he was hitting and playing and stuff. Kind of reminds you of that.
They need to extend him quick.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. And Mateo's not playing bad either.
I like
defense.
Him.
I like him. I like Jorge Mateo.
He just looks raw, but he looks like he's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if the Braves are going to bolster that pitching rotation, they're going to end up having to lose like you said, we're going to lose the Richies, we're going to lose the Caminese, we may lose some of the other kids that are hot down there, like,
Do you think they'd move Fuentes?
Possibly.
He looks like he could be something too.
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting to see.
Well, I think the most important thing is just enjoy the summer of baseball.
Yeah.
Don't look too far ahead.
I'm loving
Enjoy
it.
what they're doing, because what they're doing is pretty incredible. Yeah. There was a story. Charlie Sheen was on Rich Eisen's show this past week, and he told a story about how he wanted to catch a home run ball by Cecil Fielder. This was like 1988, and so he was going to call and get right there on that right field line at Anaheim Stadium, and said he called out there, and they said, well, there's not going to be much attendance. We're not expecting much attendance, so we're blocking off that section. And he said, well, how about we make a deal? Like, how many seats are in that section? They're like, well, it's like 2,200. And he's like, well, what if I just bought every seat? And so he's like, what kind of deal could you give me? And he was like, ended up being like $7,000.
Wow.
You know, each seat was like $3 or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so he's like, it's just me and my boys out there, my friends, out there. And he said, there's a picture of me standing out there with a glove and empty seats behind me. And he's like, we got so drunk before the game. And he's like, but I thought if I could force the hand of the baseball gods that, you know, we have a whole section, surely there'll be a ball come out there to right field, you know. And he's like, we show up late, and he's like, we catch nothing. Not one ball comes out there. And he's like, the next day, they hit 4 home runs, not just to that section, but to those row of seats. And he's like, you can't force the hand of the baseball gods.
If I was going to catch a Cecil Fielder home run, I think I'd probably get in the next area code back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Gosh, he hit some bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty funny story.
That
though.
is a good story.
Yeah.
That is a good
Yeah.
story.
This week, the World Cup starts, and we'll just I'll do a little review of it real quick. Okay. So it starts Thursday night. Mexico is in the first game against South Africa, I believe. United States plays Paraguay, I believe, Friday night at 9:00. Okay. So make sure you watch United States on Friday night. First game is on Thursday. There'll be games for a month now. Your favorites to win, Spain and France. They're probably the top of the list. I think Spain is the favorite. I'm not a fan of Spain's style of play, never have been. They're slow, methodical, focus on defense, low scoring. That's kind of their style, always has been.
Yeah.
I like Brazil and England are also like the third and fourth favorites. I love Brazil's style of play, always have. It's my favorite. So I think Brazil will be tough to beat. And then Argentina and I think who else was the other that was in the top? Portugal. That rounds out like your top 6 favorites. Of course, Argentina defending champions. And Messi will be the captain again. This is probably going to be his last hoorah, you know, at the World Cup. So
Yeah.
if you want to watch arguably the greatest soccer player of all time, check in and watch Argentina in this tournament because Messi is certainly in that conversation, and there's not many in that conversation. It's like about 4 or 5. He's one of them. So should be a good tournament. It's going to be all over the United States. There's going to be games in Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, Miami, Atlanta, Philadelphia, New York, and New England. So there's going to be games all over, and so this is going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
Is the American team younger, or is it more of a
They're
experience?
young, but they have some experience though.
Yeah.
And they're going to be. It's just so hard to tell, man. They're not giving me a whole lot of confidence over the years, but I'm hoping that they can win a few games and at least get fairly deep into this thing. I don't expect them to win the whole thing, obviously. If they could get to the final 8, it'd be fantastic.
Right.
You know, that would be a huge, huge deal for the U.S. team. But I just want them to be competitive. That's the main thing.
Right.
So,
right.
but these are some good soccer. So watch
I'm
the
going
World
to.
Cup.
I'm going to. I promise.
Yeah.
Friday night at 9.
Friday night at 9, and of course they'll be on. And the good thing about it being in America is that we'll actually get to watch it at decent times.
Yeah, we have to watch no tape delay.
Right. It won't be like World Cup 4 years ago when I was watching the championship game at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
Ugh.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. 'Cause I mean, there are prelim games like in Canada and then some in Mexico too.
Yeah, they had a. Well, all those games are over. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it starts Thursday. So
those were like playing games.
They
and stuff.
had those friendlies. The United States played in a friendly in Charlotte last weekend. But yeah, should be good.
Are you going to wait and eat your designer pizza during the game or before? Or are you going to be all 9 o'clock's a little late to eat, man?
It is a little late to eat. I'll have to eat before the game.
All right.
Yeah,
right.
but I may snack around during the game. I may have
on.
to. I mean, if you stay up late watching sports, you got to snack on something.
Chips and salsa. Yep.
Chips and salsa. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. College World Series, Branson. It's down to 8 in Omaha.
Yep.
Omaha.
Omaha.
So we have North Carolina versus Ole Miss.
That's an interesting matchup.
It
right
is.
there.
We have Troy versus West Virginia. We've got Oklahoma now. After beating Kansas today, we have Oklahoma versus Alabama. And then we have a big matchup, Texas and Georgia.
Yeah.
So, Branson, what are your thoughts right now, College World Series?
It's going to be interesting, and I hate to admit this. I think Georgia may be the team to beat. They played really good. I was laughing because yesterday's game looked like a men's slow pitch game. There was so many home runs hit, and then everything back and forth. But Georgia's got a strong team. North Carolina's got a really good pitching team. So it'll be interesting to see how those teams break up in those brackets. I know the 8 teams, but I haven't looked at the brackets to see who's up at the top and who's at the bottom, those 4. And then, of course, when it plays out, by the time you go the double elimination, to get the finals and stuff, it's probably going to be one of the better, I think, men's World Series that we're going to see.
Texas will be a tough out.
Texas is always a tough out. Yeah.
How do you feel about this West Virginia team?
So, you and I, when we talked for a minute yesterday, and I said, we brought up Matt Ledbetter because somebody brought up they showed the behind the backstop, and there was a guy walked down to the bottom, and he got into the view of the camera and was carrying a raccoon. It was a raccoon pelt, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't a real, yeah. And so it was a raccoon, and he texted me, and he was like, look at that. And I told him, I said, that's Matt Ledbetter. And so I called him, and while I was on the phone with him, he messaged Matt and stuff. Matt was in Florida, but I've never been a West Virginia fan just because of one person and that I used to work with, and
it's amazing how that happens. How one person can turn you against a team or a player or something.
I'm the reason B hates the Steelers. I know that.
Yeah. You're right, and but there is something though when you do watch, when West Virginia won it and they are all out on the field singing "Country Roads," it does bring a little chill to my, puts little chilly bumps up on my arm and stuff because who doesn't like that song? But then to see the whole stadium singing it and stuff and swaying back and forth, it was a cool scene.
It was a pretty cool scene. So I'm actually excited for West Virginia to be in the tournament or the final 8. So pretty cool.
And and it's cool. There's a lot of local connections.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as the College World Series goes, former Tuscola baseball player and just graduated. Amos Rich plays for Carolina. And so, congrats to him and Julian and Eddie New and stuff. But then on West Virginia, Chad McMahon's sister, one of her sons plays for West Virginia. So,
oh wow! And
so so they're going to be, there's 2. So with Haywood County connections,
that's pretty cool. So should be a fun final 8, like Branson said. I'm excited for it, and as a Duke fan in basketball, but I pull for Carolina in other sports. So I'm absolutely pulling for Carolina in this tournament. So I'm excited that they're there.
Yeah.
Also on the softball side of things, Texas brought home the championship, Branson.
Yep.
I think they were the best team, weren't they?
Well, I will say last week, Monday and Tuesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, whenever they played those 2 games, they were the best in the nation right at that time.
Yeah.
That pitcher got really hot, and I don't think that anybody could hit anything she threw.
Yeah.
But
who did they beat in the finals?
Texas Tech.
Okay.
And
that's right.
I was happy that they beat Texas Tech.
Yeah, me too. Jason Williams making a butt of himself for the last few weeks.
Yeah. And do I blame Jason Williams? I blame him for taking some of the limelight on that, but I also blame ESPN for constantly giving him that time back. Because anybody else's kid that's been in it, because you remember Lawyer Malloy that played for the Patriots.
Yeah,
his daughter played at Tennessee, but he never wanted to be be seen and stuff is because it was her moment. It was about her.
I respect that.
And that's what that's where I stand on it as well. Is, it's about your kid. But my thing is, you go back a week, last Saturday, and the whole ordeal with Tennessee and Texas Tech, and blaming Karen Weekly for saying, blaming her and saying that she didn't say good game, that she was like, you should have never left and stuff.
Yeah. Got
dropped. Nobody didn't hold her accountable for lying.
Right.
And that's where I have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But congratulations to Texas on the big win in softball. So
big win, man. And if the guys do it,
and now they have an opportunity to win in softball and baseball. So
back to back,
big for Texas, man.
Yeah, back to back for the girls.
Did I tell y'all that a few weeks ago? I don't think I talked about it, Memorial Day weekend. I actually sat and watched the Final Four for lacrosse.
Really?
Yes.
Boy, you branching out into everything.
I had never watched a game of lacrosse in my life, and I watched Princeton versus Duke,
and
then I watched Syracuse versus Notre Dame, and then the championship game was Syracuse and Princeton, and Princeton won the championship. Or it was Notre Dame? It may have been Notre Dame. Yeah, it was Notre Dame and Princeton. Yep, and Princeton won the championship, but it was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it.
Interesting.
It goes back to Indian stickball.
Yeah.
And that's where, it's where it originated.
Very physical sport.
It's a pretty physical sport. Now, takes a lot of money to play. I kind of did some research.
Blue blood
It's
sport.
a blue blood sport. I did some research on that, and the families that play it, they ain't from the mean streets of anywhere.
No.
So are you saying that when they drink anything, they hold up their pinky?
I'd say there's a pretty good chance of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'd say there's a pretty good chance of that. Yeah, they ain't drinking moonshine in the backyard.
They're
they're at the country club.
There's room for everybody, I guess.
Yeah. We're a member of the country club.
Yeah.
Country living's what we love,
That's right on. On.
NASCAR. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. So yesterday, NASCAR's getting really good, and it's getting good because of one dude, and it's because of Carson Hocevar. Okay, and he's making a ton of enemies, and the other drivers hate him, and they're getting very vocal about it. Okay, so yesterday they're in Michigan. And I think a little bit this was rigged. I think they're wanting Denny Hamlin to win.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Monday he started working on the trademarks and preparing for the victory lap holding the Kyle Busch flag, because yesterday he won and he tied Kyle Busch's race record, with 63. And so I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so you started planning on it on Monday. Interesting. Then Hocevar was fast all day long. He ended up finishing 5th, and there was a restart, and you had Chase Elliott on the outside. You had Kyle Larson on the inside. They take off on green. Elliott jumps ahead. Larson lags, creates a bottleneck. Hocevar is 2 cars behind him. Hocevar, you see in his camera, he sees the bottleneck. He taps whoever it was in front of him. I think it was Nemechek. And he darts down to the left into the infield in the grass and comes back out. But he was okay.
Yeah.
Well, they blame it on Hocevar. Everybody's blaming it on Hocevar. Well, Nemechek is on Twitter. Somebody's saying, yeah, Nemechek, you wish you were him. And he's responding, no, I don't wish I was him. I'm glad I'm not him. And Hocevar is going through here and liking all these comments that these guys are making about him. It's hilarious. So after the race, Bubba Wallace finished 4th. That's his second top 5 all season long. He hasn't done anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting on the pit wall lecturing Hocevar about something. Hocevar is just sitting there taking it. Then Hocevar pats him on the back. It was hilarious, Dave. And so Bubba, in his interview, he says, I was just telling him that he could finish, he could win every race, but he's too aggressive. He's doing all these things. And he's like, he can't put a full race together. He goes, that's why he's faster than all of us, but we still beat him. And I'm like, wait a minute. You've had 2 top 5s all season long, dude. Like, you're not beating anybody. And I commented, I was like, well, that's like when C.J. Stroud was lecturing Caleb Williams after that game. It was C.J. Stroud's second season and Caleb Williams' rookie season.
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace has ran at 305 races. He's won 3. So I'm not sure he needs to be lecturing anybody. But the thing is that all these drivers are mad. But listen, Carson, he's aggressive and he's making it work. Because somebody said Nemechek is an aggressive driver, but he's always aggressive fighting for 20th. Hocevar is aggressive fighting for first. And so, Dave, this is a good thing for NASCAR, and these drivers may not like it, but the fans are loving it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is bringing viewership up. People want to see this type of racing. They want to see a dude that has no friends, doesn't care, and he's coming, and he might put you in the wall.
Great storyline.
Great storyline.
Yeah. Controversy creates cash, man.
And the way everybody was talking, Branson,
like it or not.
It reminded me of them talking about Cole Trickle in Days of Thunder. You know how they come to the track and Harry Gant said, "We're gonna have to keep an eye on old Cole."
Yeah.
That's kind of the way it sounded when they talked to all these drivers.
Just listening to you talk about it makes me want to start watching again, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
All eyes are on him, and it's racing has been good.
Yeah.
It is really good, and he's taking these cars to the limit. These other guys are too afraid to do it, but he's taking the cars to the limit.
Where did Reddick finish?
He got wrecked.
Oh, did he?
Yep. Yeah, he got wrecked on that restart. Somebody rammed in the back of him because it was a bottleneck.
My thing is would Nemechek have done the same thing if he was in that same
They
situation?
all would. And Richard Childress made a very rude remark, and it's not even true because if you've seen Carson Hocevar, it's not what he looks like. But Richard Childress made a comment and said that somebody that has his eyes that close together lacks brains. And, of course, somebody responded and said, "That's funny that you be talking about your own grandson, Austin Dillon, like that."
Shots fired. Yeah.
It has created such a storm on social media. I'm telling you, it has brought NASCAR back on the map. And I'm excited about
Maybe
it.
that's all they needed was a bad boy, man.
Everything needs a heel. Everything needs a face.
That's right.
You're right.
Because now the fans are
Right.
all the fans are like, who's going to finally put him in the wall? Who's going to finally wreck him?
Yeah.
That's what brings viewership in.
It is.
And it's fantastic. Also, Ned Jarrett passed away. Ned Jarrett, he was a champion and the father of Dale Jarrett. And I went back and watched that replay of him calling the race, Branson, when Dale won in '93.
Yeah.
My dad always told the story, back in the day they raced at Asheville periodically. This is way back. This is in the early 60s, mid-60s. And he said that one race that Ned Jarrett wrecked Richard Petty over there. And they come to Victory Lane, and Ned won the race, and Richard Petty walks up and just punches him through the driver's side window. Always loved that story. Old-time racing, but but all the old-timers are heading out, man.
Yeah.
All the ones we grew up with and hearing, calling the races and stuff. So, but NASCAR, man, this is exactly what
trending
they need.
up.
It's what they needed. It's trending up, Dave.
Yeah.
All right, NFL. Dave, I was reading a story today that they're thinking that Drew Allar could be the guy in Pittsburgh.
This year?
Possibly. They're thinking that he could be Drake May is who they're comparing him to.
That would tickle me to death. That's the first I've heard of that.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's what some of the reports are saying.
Wow.
Maybe he could be the guy.
Maybe. That would tickle me to death, man. I just want him to get that void filled. I'm not going to start on one of my Aaron Rodgers rants. Don't worry.
They got that void filled. You got Aaron Rodgers, Dave.
Yeah, boy. And man, that's good. That's encouraging, though, man.
Yeah.
How's Will Howard looking?
I don't know. I've not heard much about Will Howard.
That's probably not a good sign.
That's probably not. Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for Will Howard, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I think he's got a lot of intangibles. Whether he can put those to use, I don't know in Pittsburgh. I don't know if that was the best system for him, but we'll see.
I don't know if there was any other NFL news this week.
Who was reporting that? I'm going to have to look that up.
It was some insider, probably an insider like
I started
us.
to say, yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah. And then I think Brandon Ayuk, he's still out there acting crazy.
Yeah, Timmy was saying he made some sort of Instagram post. I haven't seen it yet.
I seen it, went to his Instagram account, but I did not see.
I'll look it up on Twitter
Probably
and
took it
it'll be
down.
there.
He may have taken it down. But
Internet's
guess
forever.
what?
Somebody will have it.
Somebody
That's
will
what I was
have
going
it.
to say. Once you put it out there, somebody has got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there. We'll check it out. But let's break down some teams. So far, guys, we have. Let me go through the lists, our check-off list of who we've gone through here. We've gone through the Titans and the Saints, the Cardinals and the Jets, the Dolphins and the Commanders, the Bucks and the Colts, and last week we went through the Chargers and the Vikings. Today, it's the Jaguars and the Panthers.
Came in the same year in the league, didn't it?
Came in the same year in the league, 495.
Yeah.
I'm going to, first off, read you the schedules. Let's talk about the Panthers first.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the Panthers schedule for this season. Your home games, I don't have the actual schedule, but I'll give you the home games, away games. Okay. You got, of course, your home games, the Bucks, Falcons, Saints, Bears, Lions, Ravens, Bengals, Seahawks, Broncos.
Ouch.
That's a tough home schedule. They open with the Bears. I do know that. Their away games, Bucks, Falcons, Saints, Packers, Vikings, Browns, Steelers, Eagles. That's a brutal schedule for Carolina. Yeah. They finished 8-9 last year, 3-3 in the conference.
Get that tougher
or the division. So, Dave, going into this year, I think they'll be better. Their receiving crew is really good now. Obviously, last year they made some big strides. How are you thinking this year?
Well, we've talked on the show the last couple of weeks. I do think, and a lot of it is a division that they're in. I do think Tampa takes a step back. I do think New Orleans takes a step forward. Atlanta, I'm just having a hard time reading. I know that they've got pieces in that offense if they can just put it together.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a tough road. That's a brutal schedule. Man.
Brutal schedule.
It's like 6 or 7 playoff teams from last year.
Yeah, Branson, how you feeling about that?
It's going to be tough. I mean, they're going to be challenged. Are they going to be up to that challenge? I think offensively they have taken a step forward. So it's going to be interesting. I want them to do good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
yeah, I do too. I don't know. I still don't think they have their franchise quarterback. I'll go on.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't
think
either.
They have it.
It's going to be one of them deals that Bryce is going to get them to where they plateau, and then they've got to find somebody
can
get them to
forward.
push them over that edge.
I agree.
Yeah. So right now, Dave, you had to pick where you think they're going to finish and what's the record going to be. What are you thinking?
After hearing that schedule, I think they're going to fight to even get back to 500. I'd go 8-9 again. Probably. Maybe 7-10.
I'm thinking maybe 7-10, man. I really do.
They could take a step back. Schedule's brutal.
The schedule's brutal.
Golly.
Maybe they will finish. They may end up finishing last in the division. I don't know, man. I feel like they're on the rise, though. I mean, I obviously saw that last year.
Yeah. I mean,
but man, that schedule is tough. So I don't know. I'm gonna say 8-9 again. I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna say 8-9 again for the Panthers. What are you thinking, Branson?
I'm thinking 9-8 or 10-7.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'm pretty optimistic about it. I still think that they've still got a ways to go. Like we just said, I don't think Bryce is the guy, but on the list, I have them around 17.
I'm going to put them around the 20th spot.
That's what I would have said exactly.
I have the Saints at 21. I'm going to have the Panthers at 20, and that could be reversed. That could be, but I have them both about the same.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty wild. We're all pretty close on that.
Yeah,
that's fair.
3 spots off.
Now let's talk about the Jaguars. Went 13-4 last year. So, how do you think about the Jaguars, Dave?
I think losing Travis Etienne is going to sting a little bit. They got to get somebody that that can consistently run the ball. It may be Tootin. Yeah. I can't pronounce his first name. I'll butcher it. But yeah, so And he may be the guy. He may step right into Travis's shoes. I don't know, but I do think they may take. I see them probably about 12-5 this year, 11-6.
Okay.
I don't think they hit the 13 plateau
Really?
again. I don't.
I think they do.
Okay.
I think they do. I think they.
I still think they're a playoff team.
I think they win that division.
Okay.
And I think they do. I think it may be 12-5, 13-4 again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put them around the 9-10 mark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I would probably have them around 11 or 12.
If they win their division, if they win 13 games, I'm gonna have them higher than that. I'm gonna have them probably around the 7 mark.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like the Jaguars a lot this year. I think a second year of Lawrence in that system, yeah, I think I like him a lot. Branson, what about you?
I'm about the same on that. 12-5, 13-4, because you look, they're going to have 6 games within their conference that they're going to win.
True.
So that's going to be 6 wins right there.
They beat the Texans twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Colts twice.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I have them 13th.
Okay.
All right.
So,
well, I do like the Jags. I think Timmy will get his rankings next week.
Well, Timmy's going to have a long. We're just going to have to give the show to Timmy when he gets back. He's got a lot of homework. We'll just sit here and shut up and let him talk.
But the Panthers. And here's the Jaguars' schedule real quick. This may change things for you. Their home games, they have the Texans, Colts, Titans, Browns, Steelers, Patriots, Eagles, Commanders. Their away games, Texans, Colts, Titans, Ravens, Bengals, Broncos, Cowboys, Giants, Bears.
I'll go 11-6 now.
I think I may drop to.
I will. I'll drop one win.
Okay, I think I will. I think I'll go 12-5.
I'm staying 12-5, 13, because Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are going to pick up and be right where they're at.
I still think they win the division.
Yeah.
That's another tough schedule.
Tough schedule, man. Every schedule's brutal.
When
man.
you start winning, it gets
tougher.
tough.
Except for the Raiders, we suck, and they still give us a monster schedule. So
they're going to be okay.
Yeah. Next week, we will discuss the Browns and the Lions.
Brown Lions. Okay.
Brown Lions.
Brown.
A Super Bowl that I have always wanted to see.
Yeah.
Browns and Lions. Can you imagine those two fan bases in a Super Bowl
It'd
together?
be crazy, man. It'd be crazy.
So, all right. The non-sports subject this week was, Branson came up with it, the all-time favorite duos or duets.
Which
in
one was
music? It's both
both.
in music, and it could be any genre.
Okay.
Mine tended to lean more country because there's been a lot of great duets in country music.
One recently made my list.
Did it?
Oh, heck yeah.
Really?
Now, I have more than 5. I have a big list. I do have a favorite though. I have a top one. I have my tops, but I have a pretty good list of my. Maybe it's more like 8 or 9, but hey, it's my list. So
there you go.
Let's just go like one by one. Branson, give me one of yours.
So mine came in at number 5. Was the classic "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. I love that song.
It's
There you
beautiful.
go.
Song.
It's beautiful. I'm gonna give you a couple of my honorable mentions real quick. Okay, get it pulled up here. Poncho and Lefty is an honorable mention
Good
with
song.
Willie and Merle.
Yeah.
Willie is is pretty much the king of duets and duos.
Mm-hmm.
Willie, I mean, first of all, he's been singing for 100 years.
132.
So there's a lot of duos and duets he's done along the way.
Yeah.
Also, another honorable mention for me was a Girl from the North Country, Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Another one.
That didn't Bob Dylan write that song?
Yes.
If you listen to the words and you listen to the version that I have of that on my playlist, they're singing it, and Bob Dylan starts singing the wrong thing, the wrong version, and Johnny Cash overtakes him and goes his way.
We got a hold of some bad stuff for you.
Bob, man, Bob was a genius. He is a genius. Also, Earl Thomas Conley and Keith Whitley, Brotherly Love.
Oh, that's a good song.
That's one of my honorable mentions. Another honorable mention, You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma. Great song. And then there was another one that was fairly recent, about 10 or 12 years ago. Willie sang with Miranda Lambert. He sang one called She Was No Good For Me. If you get a chance, go listen to it. I've had a few of them over the years.
Yeah, I think we all have, man. We all have.
Yeah.
Well, one of your honorable mentions made my list.
I'm sure it did. And but those are the honorable mentions, and now we'll get to the main list. Tell me one of yours, Dave.
It's going to be a shocker.
Do it.
Okay, first of all, one of mine was Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks, Stop Dragging My Heart Around.
Oh, okay. Good one, Dave.
Yeah. This is kind of a tearjerker, but I always love this dude's voice.
Okay.
Up Where We Belong with Jennifer Warnes and Joe Cocker. I love his voice, dude.
Joe Cocker had an amazing
voice. Joe
really
Cocker was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, do you think that Roddy has Almost Paradise on his list?
I would say there's a good chance.
Think so.
Yeah,
if he's watching.
Rod loves that song.
Love you, Roddy.
Yeah, love you.
Love you, Roddy.
And I'm going to tell you a song that it's within the last 2 or 3 years. I'm not exactly sure when this is released, but I can remember the first time that I ever heard this song, and it just stopped me in my tracks.
Okay.
Wait in the Truck.
Oh, that's a great one. Hardy and
Laney
Wilson.
It just like boom. And then when her voice starts hitting the high stuff, and I'm like,
good song.
Golly.
It's a really good song.
The storytelling in that song is just incredible.
It's a good song.
You're just waiting. You're just hanging on to see what happens next.
It's a great song. Good job.
She waited in the truck for it.
I love that song.
It's a great song. Branson, what's one of yours?
Let me mention my honorable mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it probably should have made it, but it didn't. Was Stevie Nicks and Don Henley, Leather and Lace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
did Trisha Yearwood and Don Henley make your list?
No, I just walked away from that one. But my number four was You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma. David Frizzell and Shelley West.
I knew it'd be on your list.
Yeah.
Top of my real list, Hunger Strike by Eddie Vedder and Chris Cornell, man. Temple of the Dog.
Yeah.
That's a great song. And of course, Eddie's voice with Chris's voice, two just iconic voices in music all across the board. So Hunger Strike. Dave, what's another one of yours?
Oh, man, let's see here. I just had 3, dude, and I named every one of them.
Oh, okay. Did you? You just had 3?
I did.
That's your main 3. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I had. Sorry.
All right, Branson. I know I actually have more than 5. I think I got 6 more to go here.
Yeah, I've got my top 3.
Okay.
Good. I feel better now.
Yeah. Okay. But this one took place in a little pawn shop. It was Golden Rings by Tammy Wynette and George Jones.
I love that song, man. Love that.
And of all places, that pawn shop was in Chicago.
I know. Up north.
Their voices just blended together.
They were actually on mine, but not Golden Ring. We're Gonna Hold On.
Oh yeah.
Is on my list. Also, Branson, I've got Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie doing Lady. That is a great song. And
that is a good song.
It's a good song. And Kenny Rogers, he had a lot of great duets too. Islands in the Stream with Dolly and all those. So, Branson, what's another one of yours?
My next one was Say, Say, Say by Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. I love that song.
A weird combo, but it worked.
It did.
It really worked.
I don't think they meshed very well. I think behind the scenes, I don't think they got along very well.
Yeah,
they didn't. I've read they didn't.
And but I mean, when you look, I mean, they were really competing against each other.
That's right.
2 different decades, but
that
was another one of mine. But I tell you another two that blended very well was Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty.
Oh yeah,
they. I mean,
you're the reason our kids are ugly.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Another one of mine, Branson, is the classic. It's Willie and it's Waylon, and it's Good Hearted Woman.
Yeah.
Oh, love that one too.
That's an all-time classic duo.
Yeah.
Great one.
It's a good one.
Yeah. How many you got left, Branson?
I got one more left.
Okay, I'll go through. I'll get down to my last one. This is my Mount Rushmore here of these duos. That's one of them. Branson, this song right here, one of the smoothest voices in country music back in the 90s.
Bring tears to a man with a glass eye.
This is a tear-jerking song. He paired up with Dolly for this one. This is Dolly Parton and Ricky Van Shelton singing Rockin' Years.
Oh.
Rocking chairs, rocking babies, rockabye.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
That's a good one.
That
Good
was.
stuff.
That is
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah.
Stuff.
Branson, what's your one?
My number one song, and y'all can laugh, I don't care.
We probably will, but that's okay.
My favorite, and it comes on now, I stop what I'm doing and sit and sing to it because it struck me in the mid-'80s, and it's still one of my all-time favorite duo songs of all time.
What is it?
Easy Lover by Philip Bailey
Dude,
and
I
Phil
love
Collins.
Anything
Yeah.
Phil Collins released, I loved, man. I ain't gonna laugh at that one a bit.
I love that
Love
song.
Phil Collins.
It
man.
doesn't matter. I'll be playing the 80s on iHeart, and I'll be sitting there at work and be typing an email, and it'll come on, and I'm going to sit and listen to it because I love that song.
No, I get that. I love Phil Collins, man. Nothing but good to say about him.
Yeah.
Great list, Branson.
Yeah.
My number one, I think it's the greatest duo of all time. Willie Nelson sat down at the piano. The video is the best because it was the live performance with Ray Charles, and they sang Seven Spanish Angels. I think Seven Spanish Angels is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah.
And that was a great performance, a heavy-hitting duo with Willie Nelson and Ray Charles. So,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful song.
Yeah, because she couldn't make it without her man.
I'm not sure what that was.
you,
but
you never heard that?
No, I have.
Oh, I was getting ready to say.
I'm just messing with
She
you.
picked that gun up, and son, she wasn't going to live without her man.
Yeah.
She didn't
If I make
play.
it back to Texas, I won't make it back alive. So,
Phew.
yeah.
Good storytelling again.
Good list, guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we going to do next week?
We've got till 7:00 next Monday night
I
to
did
come up with.
I did have a question today. Someone asked. It says, let's see here. Who is the best sports broadcaster of all time besides Matt Ferguson and Branson Reese?
I can name 100 better than me.
Yeah.
Actually, I can name a lot more than that better than me.
I don't know about
I hate my voice. I hate my voice on the radio.
Well, you've got a good voice. Son.
I hate it.
Do you?
I do. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I won't go back and listen to none of the old games. I refuse to.
Do you go back and listen to our old shows here?
I'll listen to those.
Yeah.
But as far as calling play-by-play, I hate my voice. I hate my voice.
Wow, dude.
There's a guy at work that retired. That if I could write down to have him say everything in my, and let it be my voice, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
But I wonder. But here's my thing. I don't think that's how people view it, though. I think you might. I don't know that anybody that loves to hear themselves talk.
I don't.
I think that.
Really.
But there's people that like to hear you talk. So I think the voice. I would say that there's a lot of dudes and women in sports broadcasting that probably don't like the sound of their own voice, but other people do. I think that's probably the case with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I sound like a hillbilly. And I know
Well, yeah.
that,
I mean, I'm
but
country's
yeah.
cornbread. That's
Yeah.
all right. People enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
I have two.
Who are they?
Vin Scully and what's his name from Wrigley Field? Harry Carey.
Oh. Well, Keith Jackson's definitely on mine.
Oh yeah, Keith Jackson's up there
Keith
too.
Jackson
but
would be my number one probably, and I
He's
love
great.
Marv Albert.
I like Marv Albert.
Marv Albert was great in all those years in the 90s. It was great. And and probably my hero, because when I'm calling basketball games on the radio, man, I didn't realize how much I took out of the Dickie V playbook. But man, Dickie V is probably a hero of mine. I love Dickie V. I would like to meet Dickie V and the joy he has. So when I'm calling basketball games, there's a lot of things that I do just like Dickie V. And Dickie V is probably my favorite.
I
Yeah.
figured you were going to say Woody Durham.
No. No.
What about you, Dave?
I have always liked, and you know, obviously I'm a huge Braves fan, and I miss the heck out of Chip Carey.
Oh, I do too.
I do.
I don't understand why they
I
didn't
think
keep
Brandon's
him.
good, but I loved Chip Carey, man. I don't know, just the connection that he had to the city with Skip,
Yeah.
I guess is a lot of it, but
Yeah.
I miss him.
Yeah.
And listening to him do Cardinal games, I do miss that voice. And probably he's a little more content. I mean, obviously he's still, but I like Mike Tirico a lot.
Do you?
I do.
Mike
I think he's very smooth.
Well,
Yes,
and I'll tell you what, I love Troy Aikman calling games.
he's good.
I like hearing Troy and Buck. Joe Buck, I do.
Troy's very knowledgeable.
I just like Troy is so cool and calm up there.
Yeah.
I enjoy
I
that
agree
type
with
of.
that.
And of course, John Madden. I mean, who didn't enjoy John Madden up
Yeah.
there drawing
Yeah.
diagrams on the screen?
Him and Summer all together were good.
Can
Oh,
I
yeah.
say Gordon Soley?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Oh,
What about
goodness.
Jim Ross?
No, Gordon Soley, man.
Okay, Jim Ross and Jerry the King versus Gorilla and Jesse the Body.
Now, what was the first one?
You got Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler
Oh, yeah.
versus.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over Monsoon and
Yes.
I don't know.
It's tough.
It is tough.
Okay,
because they both.
Okay, Gorilla and Bobby Heenan versus Jerry the King Lawler.
Ooh, that
And-
gets a little
and Jim
tighter
Ross.
now. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with Heenan and
Okay.
Gorilla now.
Yeah.
Heenan may be the best.
Yes.
Shooting off the hip
Yeah.
announcer I believe there is.
Yeah.
Because
I
think
can't think of another one. better.
Lawler had some good ones, but I think Lawler, playing those. But Heenan could just just
Yeah.
throw something out there and be
Absolutely.
good.
Yep. That's a good question.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
All right, I think that's it. Anything else?
I think you covered it, man.
Nothing else?
Oh, the coaches that could be the next Belichick.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that next
Yeah,
week.
let's do that next. Let's
Yeah,
do
we'll
that.
save that for
Okay.
next week.
All
Yeah.
right.
So next
Yeah.
week's question, which coaches in the NFL right now, young coaches, have the potential in 20 years from now, we're talking about them like they're the next Bill Belichick, one of the great coaches of all time. It's a great question for next week.
It is. Yeah.
All right. And hopefully Timmy will be back with us.
I hope so.
Next week,
There's a
so-
void in my heart when he's not here.
Yeah, I know. It's tough when he ain't here.
Yeah. I
Hold
love
on.
Timmy.
Gotta get our music started here. All right. Let's thank our sponsors one more time, okay? Ben's Backdraft Barbecue, 3028 Jonathan Creek Road, Waynes, North Carolina, 28785, 828-400-6334 for all your barbecue needs, because everybody needs barbecue.
B, you need some barbecue.
I do, actually.
do.
I do, actually.
Stevenson Pest Control, free estimates, 30-plus years experience, free pest inspections, 828-229-2085. Call Mark and the gang. Have them come check your house out. Get rid of all those nasty pests, Dave.
Yeah, bunch of
Branson?
punks.
Threadiches, we forgot to mention them again. And
We did. Sorry, Jason. We got busy talking and totally skipped over
and,
you.
And that was I should have said something. I
My
didn't,
dream
but-
from 2 weeks ago came true when I dreamed that we forgot to talk about a sponsor.
Well, dang your dreams. So, threadiches.com or Threadiches LLC. Go on any of your main social media outlets. Take a look at what they do. Jason and Cynthia do an excellent job. They have one of the coolest setups that I've seen as far as embroidering goes, and machines, the way they've got it set up in their garage and everything. whatever you need, give them a call. You know, embroidering, like our hats. I ran off and forgot my hat tonight to wear. They've got a new little outfit, a little thing that they're doing with patches and stuff. But they can do shirts and do it all. So give them a call, and they will be embroidering your imagination.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Good job, B. All right, everybody.
Phenomenal.
So for Diamond Dave over here from the mean streets of Hazelwood,
That's right.
for the old ball coach from the School of Hard Knocks, for Terrible Timmy from Bad Street USA, he'll be back here next week. And I'm your something cooking over here in the A's.
The AS stands for always special.
Always, yeah,
Catchy.
always
man.
special.
So
Yeah.
either something's cooking or he's always special.
Yes,
catchy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So see y'all next week, 7 o'clock. Same Saunook time, same Saunook channel, 7 o'clock. Facebook, YouTube. We'll be streaming all week long. Thank you for supporting us. Keep sharing our stuff, checking in on us. And we'll see y'all next week. Remember, be good to each other. Enjoy the World Cup. Enjoy the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals. And we'll see y'all on the next episode. When you speak of us, speak well, everybody. See y'all.
Where the night is never done, 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 done.